Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now Newton on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And the Raven first down.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it second and 14. From the gun, Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Dobbins on the carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play action. Newton. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
He's across midfield.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Flush to his right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Running out of the gun with White. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Newton is going to fire one deep over the middle, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game. We're scoreless after 1.
No score.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Eluding the pressure right. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I've seen that play a couple of times already.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From midfield now, here's Jackson going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Patriots nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defensive.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
The Patriots.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now following the interception, here's Newton. This is White on the screen. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damiere Byrd. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Now Jackson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews.
Jackson.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down.
They'll run here with Dobbins. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Jackson. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 14. That one goes for 24 yards.
4-yard gain on the play.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to his running back, JayThaDon22's. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He'll buy some time right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
With the score.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
By Earl Thomas.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Steps away to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This time Jackson will throw it. Flush to his right. Going deep for Hopkins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
By the Ravens.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. JayThaDon22's with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Patriots 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to Wayne. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block's secure before they...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. Dancing to his left. And now here is another interception. Anthony Averett picks it. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And this will be caught by Brown. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 10. He's at the 50. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
dropping up. He'll try and run. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
1 yard gain.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They'll roll him out right. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They start the drive with White. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it brings up 3rd down.
He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run through it with Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th.
7.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, two-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe trite, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
DeAndre
Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now Newton on first down. Being chased out left. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Earl Thomas in on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tighten up. He's crossing. He's checking crowd.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
No gain on the play.
On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Looking up at the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So that one will be accepted. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. And my goodness, another interception. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Justin Tucker lining up for the...
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. Going deep here for Adelman. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Madubuike in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards. Out of the gun, Newton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, You're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of run.
And now here is another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. Busts through the tackle. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And on the keeper. Intended for DeAndre Hopkins. Incomplete. It's now
so after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime, obviously there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things.